Guys, this is part 2 of the Jeffery Baldwin story. Warning, viewer discretion is advised. Paramedics found no pulse and rushed him to the hospital for 6 children in Toronto. He went alone. Neither of his grandparents asked to go with him. He was pronounced deceased shortly after arriving to the hospital. Cause of unaliving was listed as pneumonia, and Jeffrey was 5 years old. However, it was evident that Jeffrey did suffer from prolonged starvation and abuse. Jeffrey had sunken eyes and chest, as well as loose skin around his buttocks and genital and extended belly. His emaciated body weighed just about 21 pounds, 1 pound less than what he weighed at 12 months old. Because of starvation, Jeffrey has stopped growing. He was only as tall as a typical 2-year-old. According to those who saw his body, his arms and legs, it looked like sticks. The Ontario deputy coroner stated that as soon as he saw Jeffrey, homicide was called in. He was around 3 feet and an inch long. His face was bruised and he had abrasions on his left eye and his neck and parts of his abdomen. Inner thighs and his legs were encrusted with dry, scaly rash. Additionally, he had ulcers on his genitals. He also went on to describe how Jeffrey developed pneumonia a few days before his passing. Fecal bacteria had gone into his bloodstream, causing septic shock that would have made it difficult to breathe. Jeffrey had most likely placed his fingers into his mouth, transferring the bacteria to his lungs. He also had an absence of iron in his bone marrow, which would have taken at least a year to develop. All of the rooms inside of the home were heated and furnished, clean except for Jeffrey and his sister's room. Elva and Norman were found guilty of second-degree unaliving and a forcible confinement of Jeffrey's sister. Elva was sentenced to 22 years in prison and Norman was sentenced to 20 years in prison. 12 years after Jeffrey's passing, his wish to be Superman came true. A statue was made of him in Superman attire and he was casted in bronze and placed on a bench in Ontario, Greenwood Park, in the Young Abuse Victim Honor. Here's a little side note on the Superman logo. DC at first was not okay with it and were going to remove the Superman logo, but then they went ahead, after numerous of outrage from the public, they went ahead and okayed the Superman logo to be on Jeffrey's statue. Alrighty guys, that was the unfortunate story of Jeffery Baldwin. May he rest in peace, but remember to always take care, make good choices, and I'll catch you on my next one, guys. Bye. Love you.